Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to F1 24 and another part of the Lewis Hamilton career mode. Today we are back with the Chinese Grand Prix. It's officially race week in real life. The 2025 F1 season gets underway this weekend, and well, here's hoping Lewis Hamilton gets off to a better start than what we've managed this season so far. Of course, we won in Bahrain. That was a brilliant performance. We were doing well in Saudi Arabia before having to retire, but it's gone wrong in Australia and in Japan. So we're hoping for an incident-free race this time around. We should be getting some...
Right, I'm afraid to say that we've had a major issue on the production line.
We should be getting some stuff
the
through.
development package for the weekend has failed. Any redevelopments will need to be ordered from the R&D screen.
So we've got some roll dampers, a monocoque structure coming as well. So that does help us out a little bit. Gets us sort of more on Red Bull and Aston Martin's level than certainly we were before. And, well, we'll have to see how it goes, I guess. So, yeah, that's not going to happen. That's cool. 3 different setups, probably not going to happen. Let's have a look at that. 7 laps in practice sessions. That probably will happen. Lifting course for 35 seconds. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, right. Let's get ourselves into the race weekend then. And it is, of course, a sprint weekend. So I'll see you guys for SQ1 very, very shortly.
Well, here we go again. Welcome back to Shanghai. Welcome back to qualifying in China. And this is a technical, tricky track. Whoever takes pole is going to deserve it.
Okay, start a sprint Saturday then. We obviously have to go for mediums in SQ1. I'm actually going to let the cars rubber the track in a little bit, and we're going to go midway through the session, basically to get an idea of where we are in the pecking order. But let's head out there and see what we can pull off here. Here we come then, up to the line. Where's this going to put us? It's in the 32s, a 32.5. Puts us into 9th place right now. Oh, nearly went into the back of Nico Hülkenberg there. But yeah, I think that's all good. We'll get through to SQ2 with that time, I would imagine. So let's see where all of that is. We're 0.3 off for Charles Leclerc. That's all good. And we're through to SQ2. Here we come up to the line at the end of SQ2, and it's a 1:31.9. That puts us up into P3. Much better time there, and we're starting to find our groove around this Shanghai circuit. Once again, very, very nice indeed. Ahead of Charles Leclerc this time by 0.3, and we head into SQ3. Can we get sprint pole? Here we come up to the line then. What's it going to be? Where did we go with that? 7th. Wow. It felt a lot quicker than that, but only 7th in the end, which is a bit of a shame. Has to be said. Bit of a shame, that one. 0.2 off Charles Leclerc and 0.4 off Max Verstappen. But, you know, we'll take it. We will certainly take that. Let's see how we get on in the sprint race. It's obviously going to be full live commentary for this one.
Welcome to today's sprint. This is shaping up to be another fantastic weekend. We're here in the Yangtze River Delta today, home of the 16 corners that make up the Shanghai International Circuit. 54% of this 3.3 mile lap is taken at full throttle, and we'll be getting up to speeds of around 200 miles per hour with DRS assistance down the back straight before the cars break into the tight hairpin at turn 14. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Fernando Alonso, Leclerc, Russell, Hamilton, Stroll, Perez, Sainz, Gasly, Tsunoda, Ocon, Albon, Ricciardo, Bottas, Joe, Sargent, Hulkenberg, and Teo Pourchaire. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. Welcome to the commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes. Alongside me is Anthony Davidson. So a sprint race today, and that means lights to flag, no stops. And how is that going to affect the driver behind the wheel?
Absolutely. So for today, there's no pit stop, or shouldn't be a pit stop anyway, if things go right, and you can forget about strategy. You're just driving today as fast as you can, make those overtakes if you need to, and that's what a sprint weekend's all about.
Well, bit of an interesting one. Obviously, we could potentially change to being on soft tyres instead, but that will be slower, but it would allow us the chance to maybe use those medium tyres tomorrow. So it's a bit of a catch-22. I think we want to be on the mediums. That's going to be our best way through this race. And let's see what we can do. Max Verstappen on pole position.
The formation lap is underway ahead of today's sprint.
Piastri second there. We are down in 7th. Verstappen and Norris starting on the soft tyres. They're probably going to struggle later on in this race. Will we be able to catch them? That is the question. Our race pace has typically been better than our qualifying pace this season, so I'm quite excited to see where we get to.
And all that's left is for the drivers to deliver on track.
Let's see what we can do then. Obviously got to keep ourselves out of trouble here. Into turn 1. We've got 7 laps of sprint glory about to begin. Here we go in China. Lights out. Away we go for this sprint race. Little bit of a slow reaction from us means that we get mugged a little bit in towards turn 1 now. Very much need to try and keep ourselves to ourselves around the outside here. But then that converges up into turn 2, and Perez does make the move stick, so we've dropped 2 positions. Make that 3 now as Carlos Sainz makes his way past us on his return to McLaren. Back up into 9th now as we've taken Carlos Sainz there. And we hold it around the outside into this high-speed section. I feel like our straight line speed is going to be good. Oh, damn it. A little bit of damage there, and it's just struggling to keep ourselves out of trouble, aren't we? I don't think it should be any damage that we have to worry about. But it's just frustrating that struggling to keep our nose clean, as it were. Gonna have another chance on Sainz here. On the inside we go. But it's frustrating that it does feel like the AI sort of treat it as if your car isn't there in this game. Certainly since we've started playing it again.
Will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do from here. Obviously, 9th place doesn't get you any points in a sprint. Very disappointed if we come out of this with no points whatsoever, but we got a lot of work to do from this point on.
You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
0.8 seconds is the gap. Just trying to get some sort of guidance on what sort of damage we got to the front wing, but there doesn't seem to be any issue with it. Nothing there.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Losing a bit of time to the guys in front, unfortunately, because they've all got DRS. We're losing out a little bit on that. Seem to be hitting the apexes quite nicely, but still losing out a bit of time on these guys. It's quite worrying about our race pace. There's Pierre Gasly right behind us, so an Alpine should not be this much quicker than us. Big lock up there, and that's not going to help.
We lost the position. Try to keep focus.
Again, losing time, hemorrhaging time. I can only think it must be the damage to the front wing, because I don't think we're actually driving terribly. But doesn't look like we're going to get any points from this sprint race now. Yeah, we're already out of DRS to Gasly. There goes Carlos Sainz. Well, that's unbelievable.
The underbody's taken a little damage. Just watch out for it.
Again, another example of the AI just not taking any notice of our car. So 3 laps to go here. and get Pierre Gasly. Let's see if we can catch up to Gasly on the straights. Definitely got more straight line speed than him. It's through the corners where we're really losing out. Coming on to the penultimate lap of this sprint.
Gap to your teammate ahead, 6.0
Here comes
seconds.
Carlos Sainz again.
Okay, the underbody's taken some damage. You might start to notice it soon.
Trying to close in on Gasly, but it's just not happening. Here comes Sainz.
Alright, so we've been looking at the damage and we think we should be okay to continue. It's going to cost us a little bit of time, but we're nearly at the end of the race. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
In the top 10, please. Yeah, disappointing that we lost 3 places. Our start wasn't great. Getting that bit of damage early on didn't help. Gives us a bit of information for the race though, doesn't it, in terms of we need to look after our tyre wear a little bit more. If you look at our front left tyre, it's not good. Letting Sainz pass, so well, I was trying to get the DRS, but he locked up. Ocon will probably have it, but yeah, look at that front tyre, not good. Sort of stay out of any sort of slipstream. But yeah, let's come around the final corner. It's going to be Oscar Piastri that wins. The 2 Red Bulls come behind and we finish in P10. Not great.
All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Yeah, not good at all, really.
So that wraps up the sprint race, but there's still more action to come this weekend. Still to come, qualifying, and of course, the Grand Prix.
So we're going to have to improve a hell of a lot for the Grand Prix tomorrow. That's where we'll leave it for today. If you have enjoyed that, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 content. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.